When I say that line about Die Hard, you probably know the one I'm talking about.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Now, the Yippee-ki-yay part, you might have realized this if you've watched the film, but that's obviously a reference to Roy Rogers. Probably a few songs of his, actually, like Get Along Little Dogies,
Whoopie-die-I-O, get along, little doggy,
and the Ballad of Pecos Bill.
so yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-o.
Basically, it's just a variation of a cowboy call of sorts, and it really has more to do with the general sound of the call than the words themselves, which you can kind of tell are a little bit interchangeable. For instance, in Die Hard's script, the actual line is written as Yippee-ki-yay. Director John McTiernan apparently wanted to use Yippee-ki-yay, but it was Bruce Willis who argued that the line should be Yippee-ki-yay. They apparently filmed both Yippee-ki-yay and Yippee-ki-yay, and Yippee-ki-yay won out. They just thought it was a better version, you know. Yippee-ki-yay, Yippee-ki-yay, Yippee-ki-yay. I really don't see any difference, but, who am I, right? Now, the line does more than simply address the Mr. Cowboy kind of insult that Hans throws at John McClane. It also manages this neat little feat in that it marries the traditional archetypal Western hero with the modern action film hero. It evokes the Roy Rogerses, the John Wayneses, but also the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Sylvester Stalloneses. And it drops Bruce Willis's John McClane right in the middle of them with his badass line. And it just makes his character instantly memorable. Remember, this is Bruce Willis's breakout role. This is his first major film. And he delivers this line that is basically his "I'll be back." It's an understandably iconic, surprisingly perfect, realistically vulgar line. And there happens to be a little debate about who actually came up with it. Stephen E. D'Souza says it was from him in an interview he did with Creative Screenwriting. But in a 2013 interview with Ryan Seacrest, Bruce Willis says it was his idea. He said,
I have to tell you, it was a throwaway. I was just trying to crack up the crew, and I never thought it was going to be allowed to stay in the film.
Whatever the truth is, the line would go on to be used in every single one of the Die Hard films. It would be voted one of the best lines in cinema history, and it would go down in pop culture history. And not even just for the actual version of the line, but also for the censored versions that sometimes appear on network television. Like the one that evokes the somewhat mysterious Mr. Falcon.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.